Welcome guys, welcome back to another XJ650 build video. As you can see, we've got stuff on the walls. I've gone through the effort of making this place a little bit nicer, just, you know, for the visuals, just for you guys. Rather than always looking at this brick wall that we have here. As much as I love this brick wall and it's kind of like the foundation of these videos now, I thought let's add to them, let's make it a bit more interesting. But anyway, as the title says of this video, we're going to be replacing the rear wheel and we're going to be getting rid of this nasty rear end of the bike. This is a necessity for a cafe racer, flat tracker, brat, whatever you want to call, whatever style bike. This is a must for these bikes. So in this video we won't be installing it, but we will be getting everything ready to put this in place. We've got so much to do to get this rear end to match the nice new meaty front end that we've got, which involves a new rear wheel, which is going to be a bit more chunky than with the original. As I say, the fitment and placement of this hoop. As you can see, we've got this hoop here and it's got a nice 20-degree bend to it. I have gone for the LED strip simply because I love the look of them. I know they're really cliche, I know everyone's done them to death, but for me, they look absolutely smart. I couldn't say no, I just couldn't say no. But anyway, as some of you asked in the previous video, what am I doing with the rear wheel? So what we have here is the original rear wheel. This is a 2.15 inch rear wheel, whereas this is a 3.5 inch wheel on the front. So there, we're going to have problems. So some of you may know this bike is actually shaft driven, and that there is going to be another problem in itself. So I was thinking, what do we do? What can we do to get this setup to kind of like match the front? I know we can do tyres, but in honesty, there isn't really any tyre that will match the front end. So I started looking down different routes. What can I do? I looked at different wheels, and now you may think there can't be too many wheels that will fit this setup without having loads and loads of work. Well, this is where it gets quite interesting. So you're probably wondering, what do we do? What am I going to do? So the model of this bike is an XJ650 Seeker, however you want to pronounce it, I don't know. But there are different models. This is where it gets interesting. There is also another model called an XJ650 Maxim. Now the Maxim is a chopper sort of bobber style bike, so it's got a fatter rear wheel. It's a 16-inch rim that's 3 inches wide, and that means we can have a fatter tyre. Now I started searching on the internet for these wheels, and they don't really seem to be too common in this country. However, I did find a wheel off an XJ650. Now I thought, do I take the gamble and try it? Because it looks the same, it's the same input shaft driven, same size, and yeah, it came. Here we go. This is the new rear wheel with tyre. This is the Maxim XJ650 rear wheel that we're going to be fitting to this bike. Now it's not massively wider, but it's enough to kind of even the tyre sizes out. I will be getting the tyre changed on the front to match this one, as in the same brand. But there is going to be enough of a difference in tyre size and that to kind of keep it a bit more balanced and even, because I didn't want it to be really front heavy. And I know some people don't like that sort of thing, so that's what I'm going to be doing. That's the route I've gone down anyway. So it's still 1/2 inch wider on the rim on the front than it is the rear, but the tyre sizes kind of balance it out that way. Plus that we went from a 19-inch front wheel to a 17-inch, and we've gone from a 17-inch rear to a 16-inch. So again, it's just balancing it all out. But yeah, I cannot wait to get this little thing fitted. So as always, less talking, more action, and let's get this rear wheel fitted. there it is. It's not much, it's not a huge difference in proportions and sizes and stuff. It was only 25 quid for the wheel and I've had to buy the tyre, but I was going to be replacing the tyres anyway. But yeah, for a straight swap, that's super, super easy. It made sense to do. But yeah, it still looks a bit silly with this big chunky rear end on it. So what I want to do is take the seat off, undo all the electrics because I don't want to cut into the electrics just yet. And yeah, get everything ready to start cutting the frame. Woo! Frame cut! A little bit more permanent, but fuck it. Power of editing, you've gotta love it. That took me forever to do, simply because of how many rusty nuts and bolts there were. No joke, about 10 of them have snapped. But we got there, we got it all off. You can already see it's looking a bit more in proportion now, even just by taking the mudguard and just that off. We've still got this subframe to cut off, but I'm going to show you where I'm going to be cutting it just for now. So yeah, it is pretty damn rusty and I cannot wait to get it to the powder coaters and do all that, but obviously you know that's not going to be until one of the final steps. But for now it's just going to have to look like this and yeah, deal with it. But yeah, you can see the frame runs up here and it runs up here and it joins here. So what I'm probably going to be doing for now is just chopping it about here, just before this this unit here. These will be going, these handles, but at least if we do it that way, we can then choose if we want to run it on this bar or this bar. But you know what we're going to do. But yeah, that should help massively. But as you can see, the tire is looking so good, and it just matches up the rest of the bike now with that bit more of a heavy front end. Hopefully it's going to lower the back just a little bit too, just to even it all out, but I'm happy so far. But yeah, we are entering the realms of unreversible mods to this bike. Am I scared? Not really. I am looking forward to getting this chopped up and having that hoop welded in place. This is a big turning point today where it actually starts to show the shapes of the lines, and you get to see my visions and stuff take place. I know we're miles away and we're going to be building this over the entirety of the winter, but it's just good. Anyway, let's get the grinder out and start chopping things up. That was a little bit intense cutting that bit off, but it's not straight, but I mean it's okay for what we wanted to do. I've just offered up the hoop just to kind of get an idea of roughly how I want to look, and you get to see, as you can see, this is roughly what I'm expecting it to look like. I am really pleased with the outcome today. With the wheel, with the hoop, the whole rear end, just like, it just tidies up just that little bit more. But yeah, this is the company I bought the hoop from. They are on eBay if you want to check them out. They looked after me. They made this fit this bike for me on request. So drop them a message. Hopefully they'll be able to sort you out too. But anyway guys, that's what we got time for in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next video we'll probably be welding this on and, you know, just working through it one bit at a time. If you want to support the channel, you can buy one of my t-shirts. We're going to be having more products launched very soon, so just you wait. So if you could like the video, I'd massively appreciate it. If you could subscribe, even more so. And as always, I shall see you in the next video. Peace.